example, this is a screenshot from a dealer socket internet lead source report from one of our clients, actually Rick Case Hyundai down in Southern Florida. And you can see in the month of May, for example, Roadster Online is where they drive their leads from their website. At Roadster Online, they drove 77 leads that month in May. They sold 8 of those vehicles for a 10% lead to sale rate. Typical industry standard, right? We added 83 leads on top of that. They sold 13 of those 83 leads for a 16% lead to sale rate, right? So that was in May. The subsequent month in June, here we go. In June, they had 69 leads from their website. Sold 6 of those. We added 66 to the party. They sold 17 of those for a 26% lead to sale rate. That was in June. The very next month in July, they had 84 leads, right? They sold 14 of those, 17% lead to sale rate. We added 55 leads. 14 of those were sold, 25% lead to sale rate. So what we're talking about is a dramatic, significant lift. When we say lift, we're talking about getting you more leads from the traffic that you already have on your website, right? So let's take a look and see how we do that. In the world, someone might do something like this, right? They might, searching for a new Sentra, they might type Nissan Sentra, Clinton, North Carolina. They're going to get a list of them, right? And they may either choose a store they're familiar with, somebody they visited in the past. If they're on a mobile, they might click the first one. For any variety of reasons, but ultimately they're going to land on your website, right? And they're going to navigate all the way down to this Nissan Sentra. They're going to check it out. They're going to check out all the photos. They're going to check out all the information. And at this point, they're excited. And what you want now is for this customer, this website visitor, to dial this 910-590-2005 number, right? That's what you want. And or you want them to click one of your call to actions, submit name, first name, email address, so that your team can schedule an appointment, get them in the showroom, sell them a car. That's what you want. Unfortunately, that happens less than 2% of the time for a variety of reasons, but the most important one is when it comes to a $30,000 vehicle, that visitor behaves just like you and I would. They say, okay, cool, I know I can get it at Nissan of Clinton, so they jump right back to the search engine and ask themselves, all right, well, where else can I get this vehicle, right? And all of a sudden, now they're on a competitor site. Right? They're checking out that competitor, they're checking out that Sentra, then of course on another Nissan site, they're on a third-party site. They ultimately come back to your site and they visit the other sites, etc. They go back and forth over the course of 90 days, 60 days, 30 days as they're collecting information, they're gathering information, they're trying to do all of that before they decide whom they're going to do business with. Of course, if you had the opportunity while they're on your site, you would nudge them to choose you. Well, that's what our technology does. With some artificial intelligence behind it, for example, our client here, Walter at Nissan, they see me scrolling around. The technology sees me scrolling around, etc. It sees me looking at multiple photos. It sees that I've left the site. I'm gone. I'm not on their site anymore. Then I'm back. That might happen over the course of a day, a month, a week. I'm gone. Maybe over a couple hours. I'm back. And it sees that I continue to look at multiple cars, maybe the same car, etc. I continue to look at multiple pages, but it also sees that I've not yet converted to a lead, right? So the technology says, hey, wait a minute, this isn't a tire kicker. This is somebody who's highly engaged. Let's give them a nudge to choose us. And there's that nudge right there. That's the artificial intelligence in the background behaving the way you would want it to behave, giving that person a nudge at the right time. Hey, get your $500 off coupon on any new vehicle. Well, cool. I've been to lots of Nissan sites. I've seen pretty similar pricing, etc. But you're offering me $500 off on a Nissan. I'm in. First name, last name, email address, rock and roll. Right? So there's 2 really cool things about this offer that just happened, or this technology behind the scenes. Cool thing number 1, you just experienced it. I was on the Walters Nissan site. This offer was not there. I was cruising around doing all kinds of stuff. I left, I came back. The offer wasn't there. Then all of a sudden it popped when it knew that I needed it most, right? The other cool thing about it is, and again, we're not showing to every visitor on the website, right? We're not showing it to all visitors. It's only that highly engaged visitor that hasn't yet converted to a lead, but is behaving like a highly engaged visitor, right? The other cool thing about it is the offer can be absolutely anything. The incentive can be anything. The offer can be anything. So, for example, here's this store's offering $500 off. Here's a Gaudi Honda store that says, "Hey, receive $1,500 above your KBB trade-in value." And here, in this case, the store's killing 2 birds with 1 stone, right? Getting a powerful offer to get the customer into the showroom, but also beefing up their pre-owned inventory by offering an incentive against a potential pre-owned unit, right? Here's another store that incentivizes a test drive. Hey, take a thrill ride in any vehicle. We'll pay you $50 for your time. Some stores don't have any money. Absolutely no gross to give, no money to give away for a visit, etc. We can meet that need too. For example, here's a store, Millennium Toyota. They offer no payments for 90 days. put yourself in the consumer shoes. You find the same vehicle, a lot of similar pricing at different stores, similar payment, etc. You're trying to make a decision, and all of a sudden this offer shows up. Hey, cool, I'm in. No payment for 9 days. Here we go. First name, last name, email address, let's rock and roll. And again, the offer can be absolutely anything, and we manage every single bit of it. We manage the creative in the background. We manage what's called engagement variables, which are literally dozens of triggers like time on the site, time away from the site, which vehicle, which pages they use. We can limit offers by make. We can limit them by model. We can limit them. We can exclude URLs on your website. We can have different offers show in different zip codes. You might have a $500 off in this zip code, and then 50 miles away, 60 miles away, you might have a different offer, a more aggressive offer as you're trying to incentivize somebody to make the drive to your store. So that's the program in a nutshell. And hopefully this is something that makes a lot of sense to you. We're happy to answer any more questions. And at this point, I'll take questions.